Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the world's most fascinating myths and legends. Today, we're journeying into the heart of Native American cosmology to uncover the story of the sky as ultimate guardians, the mighty Thunderbird and the powerful four winds. Have you ever felt the air shift? A sudden gust from the north, or a warm breeze from the south, and wondered what ancient stories it might carry? Well, you're about to find out. In many native traditions, particularly among the Plains and Great Lakes tribes, the sky is not just an empty expanse. It's a realm of immense power, governed by forces that shape our world. At the center of this celestial drama are the four winds, each a distinct entity with its own spirit, personality, and power. They aren't just weather patterns. They are living, breathing beings born from the great mystery of creation. Imagine the beginning of time. The Creator, having shaped the land and the waters, needed forces to bring life and change to the world. And so, the four winds were born. From the north came the cold, stern wind, bringing winter's deep sleep and the wisdom of survival. From the east, the gentle, life-giving wind arrived, carrying the promise of spring, new beginnings, and enlightenment. The south wind was warm and passionate, nurturing growth and abundance through the long summer days. And from the west came the introspective, sometimes melancholic wind, ushering in autumn and the time of harvest and reflection. Each wind held a crucial role, a sacred duty to maintain the world's delicate balance. They were the breath of the world, brothers in a cosmic family, but who watched over these immensely powerful brothers, who ensured that their individual ambitions never threw the world into chaos. That role belonged to a being of even greater power, a creature of storm and sky. The Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is one of the most widespread and revered figures in Native American mythology. It's not just a giant bird. It's the very embodiment of thunder and lightning. Its home is high above the clouds, often on a sacred mountain peak, from where it watches over the earth. The flapping of its colossal wings creates the sound of thunder, and when it blinks its eyes, flashes of lightning streak across the sky. The rain that nourishes the land is often said to be carried upon its back. The Thunderbird is a symbol of immense power, strength, and protection. It's a chief of the sky world, a regulator, a divine enforcer. Its primary duty to maintain order and harmony, not just among humans, but among the very forces of nature itself, especially the four winds. As we've said, each of the four winds had a distinct personality. The north wind, often called the white wind, was a fierce warrior, stoic and unyielding. It tested the resilience of all living things with its biting cold and heavy snows. But it also brought purification, clearing away the old to make way for the new. The east wind, the red wind, was the bringer of dawn and new life. It was seen as a source of knowledge and spiritual insight, blowing away the darkness and confusion of the night. Its arrival meant a fresh start, a chance for renewal. Then there was the south wind, the yellow wind. It was generous and full of life, its warm breath encouraging flowers to bloom and crops to grow. It represented a time of joy, community, and rapid growth. But it could also be temperamental, bringing sudden, intense summer storms. Finally, the west wind, the black wind, was the most mysterious. It was connected to the spirit world, to endings, and to the setting sun. It was a time for introspection, for looking inward, but its power could also bring destructive storms, reminding everyone that all things must eventually pass. These winds were not good or evil. There were essential parts of a whole, like four pillars holding up the sky. Recognizing this delicate balance, ancient peoples developed ceremonies and rituals to honor these powerful spirits. These weren't just acts of worship. They were active participation in maintaining cosmic harmony. Elders would face each direction in turn, offering prayers, smoke from sacred pipes, and gifts of tobacco. They would speak to the winds as respected relatives, asking for their blessings and reminding them of their sacred duties. Seasonal festivals were timed to coincide with the changing dominance of each wind. For example, spring ceremonies would welcome the east wind, celebrating new life, while autumn gatherings would honor the west wind and the gifts of the harvest. Through these practices, people aligned themselves with the rhythm of the universe, showing respect for the forces that governed their lives and ensuring the winds remained favorable. But what happens when brothers fight? What happens when these immense powers fall out of harmony? Legends across many tribes tell of such times when the world teetered on the brink of disaster. In some stories, the winds, proud of their individual strength, grew jealous of one another. The north wind, tired of his cold domain, might try to blow forever, plunging the world into an eternal winter. The south wind, in its passion, might refuse to yield, scorching the earth with unending heat and drought. The brothers would clash in the sky, their battle creating monstrous storms, tornadoes, and chaos that ravaged the land below. The natural cycle would be broken. Spring would not come, the harvest would fail, and the people would suffer. The sky itself would weep at the discord of its children. This is when the world needed a mediator, a power greater than all four of them combined. This is where the Thunderbird makes its grand entrance. Hearing the cries of the earth and seeing the chaos caused by the warring winds, the Thunderbird would descend from its mountain perch. Its arrival was always dramatic. The sky would darken, the air would crackle with energy, and a thunderous roar would shake the very foundations of the world. The Thunderbird was the ultimate authority, the great chief of the sky. It did not take sides. Its only concern was the restoration of balance. With lightning flashing from its eyes, it would fly between the battling winds, its sheer presence and power forcing them apart. In some legends, the Thunderbird would physically strike a disobedient wind with a bolt of lightning, a sharp, powerful reminder of its duty. In others, It would let out a cry so powerful it would silence their rage and remind them of their sacred pact. The Thunderbird acted as judge, jury, and enforcer, using its immense power not for destruction, but for regulation. It would command each wind to return to its proper season and its proper place, reminding them that their strength was greatest not in opposition, but in cooperation. Humbled by the Thunderbird's authority, the winds would retreat, and the natural order would be restored. The seasons would resume their gentle turning, and life on Earth could once again flourish. These stories of the Thunderbird and the four winds are more than just ancient weather reports. They are profound teachings about balance, respect, and the interconnectedness of all things. They teach that every force in nature, whether it feels gentle or harsh, has a purpose. They teach that unchecked ambition and conflict lead to chaos, while cooperation and harmony lead to life. The Thunderbird reminds us that there must always be a higher principle, a greater good that keeps individual powers in check. So, the next time a storm rolls in, listen closely. You might just hear the echoes of these ancient stories. Perhaps the rolling thunder is the beat of the Thunderbird's wings and the shifting winds are the whispers of the four powerful brothers, forever locked in their cosmic dance of balance, watched over by the ultimate guardian of the sky. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the world of myth. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.